says, therefore shall her young men fall in the streets, and all her men of war shall be cut off in that day, saith Yahweh. Behold, I am against thee, O thy most proud, saith Lord Yahweh of hosts. For thy day is come, the time that I will visit thee, and the most proud shall stumble and fall, and none shall rise him up. And I will kindle a fire in his cities, and shall devour all round about him. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh of hosts, the children of Israel and the children of Judah will press together.
The children of Israel and the children of Judah is oppressed together. The children of Israel wasn't in ancient Babylon. That was just Judah, Benjamin, and Levi. That was the southern kingdom. So what is it talking about? It's talking about America. Talking about America, man.
And all that took them captive held them fast. They refused to let them go.
They refused to let them go. So the Most High gonna have to send his son back to take us from this place and hit it with nukes. Because Esau's not gonna let us go. Same way Pharaoh didn't want to let us go, same way Esau didn't want to let us go. He don't want to let us go, man.
That's why he's making no sacrifices and having no rituals.
It is waxing worse, man. They just putting it in your face, man. You watch that site, Jason A, man. When they put up what goes on around the world, and man, them Edomites are doing more and more sacrifices and bringing it out more and more, praising Baphomet, then the devil worship. They all into that, man. They bring it out more and more, man. They showing it to the public. They don't care. You know?
It says, their Redeemer, verse 34, is strong. The Lord of hosts is his name. He shall thoroughly plead their cause, that he might give rest to the land and disquiet the inhabitants of Babylon.
Yeah. Give rest to the land, disquiet the inhabitants of Babylon, man. Because the land not at rest, man. Everybody at war. Everybody at war, man. Everybody's at war. America got to go. So-called white man got to go. You know, he's that red horse in Revelation to take peace from the earth with a great sword. That's him. That's the so-called white man, man. Everybody's at war, man. There's no peace on the earth, man. There's no rest. You know what I call for it?
Psalms 140.
139, about 6.
And Zechariah the 2nd chapter.
Psalms 149 and 6. Let the high praises of Yahweh be in their mouth, and a two-edged sword.
Good.
And a two-edged sword in their hand.
Con, the two-edged sword in their hand. Now that two-edged sword, according to 2 Maccabees 15 and 16, that sword is the scriptures right now. Right? That's the sword right now. But later, it's going to be a literal sword. We execute vengeance, like you see on the poster. Yahweh Shai is holding. It's going to be a two-edged.
One dog got a sword in his hand.
Yeah.
Spot.
Go ahead.
It says.
You wanted to read it? You should, man.
Okay. This is 2 Maccabees 15 and 16. Take the holy sword.
See, the holy sword, the scriptures.
A gift from Yahweh.
The holy sword. This Bible is a gift from Yahweh, man. This is what we fight with right now. This is what we go to battle with right now. These words, man. This truth. But in that day, when Yahweh hosts come, certain men we're going to give those spiritual powers to, and them swords going to be literally from that time on, man.
Yeah, the reason why the brothers are saying, explain to them why you say certain men.
certain men, because certain men, even though they're elect, certain of them have to die, man, on this side. Certain of them got to get a life. That's why certain men gonna have spiritual power. All the elect not gonna have spiritual power. Some gotta die, man. You know?
They'll come back and have it on chariots.
And they'll come back, be in the chariots, and they'll step off the chariots with a two-edged sword, ready to do vengeance on Edomites and these other nations, man. Go ahead.
It says, take this holy sword, a gift from Yahweh, the power.
Come.
With thee which thou shalt wound the adversary.
Which they shall wound the adversary, man. So this is a two-edged sword, right? Divided asunder, man. Break it. Go ahead. Hit Hebrews 4:12. I know what it says, but sometimes I can't hit them all just right. This is what we doing battle with. You know, we had to do battle with it earlier.
That's why he came up with what are you trying to do? What you trying to do? You know this deadly right here. It's your destruction. Hebrews 4, chapter 4, verse 12. Mm-hmm. For the word of Yahweh is quick and powerful.
It's quick and it's powerful. The word, the sword. Go ahead.
And sharper than any two-edged sword.
It says sharper than any two-edged sword. Go ahead.
Piercing even to dividing asunder of soul and spirit.
Tearing your soul apart and your spirit. When these words are read, if they don't pertain to you, it tear your spirit and your soul apart. Go ahead.
And of the joints and marrow.
All the way to the bone. Right? It hurts. Go ahead.
And is a discerner of the thoughts.
Is the discerner of the thoughts, man. Using these scriptures, man, we know everything you thinking what you're about to say, man. That's why when he said you gotta have it in your heart, there's a scripture for that your heart is deceitful. That's why we go to them scriptures like that, bringing that sword out. Because the brother said, man, you don't know nothing. And that's why the sword to cut it, man. You know?
It says, and is a discerner of the thoughts and intents of the heart. Verse 13, neither.
You go back to that.
Okay.
139, Psalm 139.
Psalm 139.
So hey, this is a weapon we're using right now, man. The Holy Bible, the King James Bible, man.
This is Psalms 139.
Not no new translation or no new literation. The women's Bible, we ain't using none of them.
ESV.
Yeah.
None of them.
We're using the King James.
It says, Psalms 139:6, let the high praises of the power be in their mouth, and a two-edged sword in their hand. Verse 7, to execute vengeance.
To execute vengeance, man. Vindication, punishment upon these people, man. Go ahead.
To execute vengeance upon the heathen.
Upon these damn heathens, man. Go ahead.
And punishments upon the people.
Go ahead.
Verse 8. To bind their kings with chains.
To bind their kings with chains. And that's going to be literally too. Because when your house shot come back, we're going to put the elite in. They're going to be the first ones to go into slavery. They're going to be the first one, man. The Oppenheimers and them Rothschilds, man. And them Rockefellers, man. They're going to be the first one to get them chains put on them, man. You know? Go ahead.
And punishments upon the people to bind their kings with chains and their nobles with fetters of iron.
Fetters of iron. Right? A fetter of iron, that's that iron that you see on that slavery picture that go around his neck. Right? They used to have that piece of iron going four ways, so when they run, they would get hung up in the browse in the bush. And then Esau and them had got slick and put a bell on it, so they would know where they were running. So it said we're gonna bind their kings with chains. They're nobles. Who are y'all nobles? The Rothschilds, the Oppenheimers. Those are y'all noble men, man. You know, they have all the riches right now. We're gonna bind them with them feathers of chains too. Go ahead.
Verse 9, to execute upon them the judgment written.
The judgment written, man. To put them in slavery, man. And make them serve hardcore slavery, 1,000 years, man. You know, that's the judgment written, man. And to destroy them after them thousand years have passed, man. That's what's written. They gonna be trying to figure out where did they get these fetters of iron from? We thought we had buried them and melted them down. No, them elements, man. Iron is an element. You know? Lord gonna bring them elements right back, man. I think I got water there, maybe.
Yeah, that's the judgment right there.
It's one of the judgments written, man. You know? Right there, you see right there? That's one of them. Then you look right here. We got them on his wrist, man. They on his wrist. So that's what's going down, man.
That one's coming.
Gonna pay them back double, man.
What they have done.
You know?
It says to execute upon them the judgment written. This honor have all his saints. Praise ye the Most High.
Praise ye the Most High. In Revelation 2:25. So
This is Revelation.
2:25.
Revelation chapter 2 and 25. But that which ye have already hold fast till I come.
That which you have, hold fast till I come. What we got? We got this truth, man. We got this word. He said, hold fast till he come. Right? Go ahead.
And he that overcometh and keepeth my works unto the end.
He that overcometh, what? These trials, these tests we got to go through. Go ahead.
To him will I give power over the
He
nations.
said, if we overcome all this and stay true to this, stay fast to the word, right? In the end, he gonna give us power over the nations, man. And when you look that word nations up, it's a 1484, which is an ethnos. So we're gonna have power over what? Our own nation, because we're gonna be the Lord willing, we part of the men, the rulers, right? The governing body. So the governing body gonna be over the Israelites also. Plus we're gonna have slaves, we're gonna have the other nations. So you look that word up, it's an ethnos. So that means we're gonna be over our own people also. The rulers, man.
Righteousness. Our own
Righteous.
people in
Come.
righteousness.
But you Edomites, y'all in the other nations, y'all gonna be getting straight hell put on you.
That rod of iron.
Come. Go ahead.
It says, verse 27, and he shall rule them with a rod of iron.
He shall rule them with a rod of iron. And that's a literally rod of iron, man. A ruling staff, man, we're gonna have in our hand, man. And we're gonna beat y'all back into place if y'all get out of it. Even if you thinking wrong, we're gonna know. We're gonna beat you back into place, man.
The right mind.
You know?
God.
Any more on that?
Yeah, it says, as the vessels, it says, and he shall rule them with a rod of iron. As the vessels of a potter shall they be broken to shivers.
Broken to shivers. When you drop a pot, when it's broken into shivers, it's broken into what? Many pieces, right?
God.
And when it's broken into many pieces, you just sweep it up because you can't put it back together. So when the Lord shatter your kingdom, Esau, it won't be, your kingdom won't come back with no more power, man. It won't come back. It won't be no coming back.
All right.
Go to Psalms 2 and 8.
This is Psalms 2 and 8. It says, ask of me, and I shall give thee the heathen for thine inheritance.
Ask of me, and I should give you the heathen for thine inheritance. You think we don't pray for that? You think we ain't praying for that? We asking for that, man. Because when you have somebody for your inheritance, you have a possession. You in charge. We don't have no possessions now. You know? Shit, we don't even own our own damn kids, man. Esau own them damn kids, man. You don't own nothing, man. Go ahead.
It says, ask of me, Psalms 2 and 8, ask of me, and I shall give thee the heathen for thine inheritance, and the uttermost parts of the earth for thy possession.
The uttermost parts of the earth for thy possession, man. So we're gonna rule all over. We already read earlier that the earth was given for our sakes. It was for us, man. So we're gonna rule from this side of the world to the other, and then further and beyond out into the galaxies, other planets, man.
It says,
Jerusalem will be the home base, man. We're gonna be all out. We're gonna be in other planets, man. We're gonna be ruling other galaxies too, man. Because scientists are study finding more and more and more planets. So just more and more places we're gonna inhabit and we're gonna live, man.
This Romans 8 and 17. And if the children be heirs of power and joint heirs of a Mashiach, if so be that we suffer with him, we may be also glorified together. So if we heirs, the possession of the heathens gonna be given to Yahweh Shai, and the possession of the the possession of the heathens gonna be given to us. We heirs of the kingdom, man. Just to edify that on that Psalms. What is it? Yeah, Psalms 2 and 8. Because it was talking about Yahweh Shai, but we are heirs too. So whatever Yahweh Shai get, we gonna get. God, okay? No, Matthew 19. Yeah.
Finishes off in Psalms. This is Psalms, chapter 2, verse 9. Thou shalt break them with a rod of iron. Thou shalt dash them in pieces like a potter's vessel.
Like we just said, we described it. When you drop a pot, when it shatters into many pieces, you can't even put it back together. You just sweep it up and get rid of it. Don't think about it no more. So when the Lord, Yahweh Shai, come back and destroys Esau's kingdom, ain't gonna be no coming back for that kingdom, man. This kingdom, when it's destroyed, there ain't no coming back. You're not gonna be able to come back and rule and put this kingdom back together, man. This shit is gonna be an afterthought, man. We're gonna sit back at the holograms with our children and laugh at this shit, man. We're gonna sit back and show our kids this, man. How these people that was lower than us had us in subjection and what we did. We're gonna sit around with wine and with a hologram and show our kids this shit, man. We're gonna laugh like, what were these motherfuckers thinking? They rule a half a day. They were so fucked up they couldn't rule for half a day. They fucked up everything in a half a day.
Yeah.
Shit, man.
The earth is polluted. Micah 2 and 10, right? Everything is polluted. See? Everything.
Go ahead.
It says, Matthew 19 and 28. And Yahushua said unto them, Verily I say unto you, that ye which have followed me in the regeneration, when the Son of Man shall sit in the throne of his glory, ye also shall sit upon 12 thrones.
He said we should sit upon 12 thrones. Go ahead.
Judging the 12 tribes of Israel.
Judging the 12 tribes of Israel, man. We're going to be governed by this, man. In that regeneration, man. He was telling them that then, but he wasn't speaking to them then. He was talking about us right now.
Right now, regeneration.
He was talking about now, man. Who follow me, man. That's why we out here on these highways and byways, man. To wake up our people and to what? Hope. We hoping that we doing all we supposed to inherit that crown, man. That's all we have is hope. Do what you're supposed to and hope. Because it's all up to Bashim Yahweh Shai, what he gonna do anyway. But we out here putting our life on the line. Sometimes you think, man, at least I'm trying. The DJs around here, they just walk around doing the damn, as what the brother said, doing the damn goofy shit. They just walk around, shit. Doing the goofy. It's a lot of things, man. We in the world, we used to do. Hey,